All right guys, today we're gonna be talking about my GP loadout. This is a kit that I've personally used over the years. We're going to get into details later in the principles of the GP loadout general purpose kit. But just to hit the high notes, I have a FCPC front plate bag and Cumberbund as well. Huge fan of Ferro Concepts gear. I like having the G-hook placard system, and I like having an admin flap right here on the top. And I really enjoy their Cumberbund system. It is secure and it fits well and it moves with you. Really enjoy that. I am a fan of the Spiritus rear plate bag and their Assault back panel. There's things I like about it and we'll get in depth later. So I took the best of both companies and I built my own kit, Frankenstein kit style. So for the general purpose principle, if you are a sniper, you should optimize your kit to be a sniper. If you are a breacher or a medic, you should optimize your kit to do that job. This is purely based off of my experience. What I found was I was flexing rolls a lot and it would happen often, almost night to night sometimes. A lot of us were cross-trained, and if we're undermanned and we're having to flex rolls, it can be painstaking to have to change your kit every single night. So I came up with a general purpose kit. I wasn't the one who came up with this idea, but this works for me. The principle is it allows you to carry most things pretty well. So I can carry breaching tools, I can carry extra medical gear, I can carry extra ammo if I'm on a gun team and I have to carry belt-fed link, and I don't have to change things as often or as much. One example of having to flex rolls is I had some extra medical training, trained on blood transfusions and IVs and crikes and such, so I had to find a way to be versatile with my kit and be able to carry those things night to night if I did have to fill that role. So this GP kit is designed for you to flex rolls, whether you're that medic for the night or you have to be with that gun team and carry extra link, or you have to carry breaching equipment because you're on assault. You don't have to change your kit around so much. You can refine it and carry most things pretty well. Starting on the front here, one thing I've almost always had on my kit is a 10-speed triple mag pouch. This one has the flaps, and I really like having these on my kit because when they're not in use, they lay really flat, and they almost fit into that GP roll because they also hold things other than magazines. I've ran shears in here, I've ran wire cutters, I've ran flashbangs, I've ran tourniquets, so they do fit that role while also being low profile. Moving to the right here, frag pouch, and then I have a double magazine pouch. I like this because it's kind of non-specific, and yes, it can hold magazines, but it can also hold other things like a smoke grenade, an ASM grenade, a couple flashbangs. So it really is a versatile pouch, so that's why it has a place on this kit. Next is the GP pouch on the right-hand side. As we've posted in the past, I run shot cord around it with a cord lock. It's easy, it's cheap, and it can help cinch that pouch down and keep it from being so bulky, and it can also tidy up the items that you have inside. Big fan of the GP pouch because it carries non-specific items. If I have a tourniquet pouch, it can probably only fit tourniquets or maybe a flashbang, but GP pouches can hold most things well. So I prefer GP pouches over specific pouches because they're versatile and I don't have to change up my kit as often. All right, moving around the back here, huge fan of if you're running a GP style kit and you want to be versatile, having a back panel of some sort. Here I have the Spiritus Systems back panel. I'm a huge fan of the double GP pouches. I know a lot of guys have the flashbang top pouch, which is great and it works well, but you can only put so many things in those pouches. But inside of here, I have a flashbang insert, so I'm still able to carry my flashbangs, and I do have the extra room to carry other things if I need to, or if I have to ditch the flashbangs and carry extra gear, I can do both. This can do what that one can, but that one can't do what this one can. So huge fan of the double GP system on this back panel. One huge point of having this double GP back panel is it really fits into that general purpose role. I have so much space here to carry whatever I need. In the front here, I have a flat pocket for any casualty, MASCAL admin cards, or anything like that if I have to support MASCALs. In the back here, I have a huge pocket to carry fast rope gloves, flex cuffs, puck bags, water bottles, whatever you really need. In the top here is a replicate of the same thing. It just adds so much space and versatility to your kit. And if you don't need it, you don't need it. And if you have to run an aid bag or a litter on a pack, then you just unzip this and you take it off and you're good to go. Down here at the bottom of the rear play bag, I have a Faro Concepts Roll 1 pouch. This does not house my IFAC in it. As that guy who had extra medical gear on mission, I would have enough to plus up multiple IFACs to include my own. So for this, I would have my bleeder kit in here, an inguinal bleeder kit, and it would have a double A strap and 2 gauzes, so it was easy to deploy and I would not have to dig it out of my aid bag. Moving around, the Cumberbund I have on this kit is also Faro Concepts. This is honestly my favorite Cumberbund I've tried thus far. I do like that it is only 2 MOLLE fields wide. It's really slim. It is very stable. It has that Tegris in it, so it's really stiff. And it's very comfortable. It moves with your body. And what I mean is, when you're really smoked and you're on that last bound and you have that deep breath, it expands. And then as you breathe, it expands with you. So it keeps your kit secure as you're moving and as you're breathing. It moves with your body and it's very comfortable. Another thing a back panel allows you to do, especially if it has a slot back here, is carry breaching tools or charges. Here I have some bolt cutters. You can fit Halligan tools, a sledge, a demo, a water bladder if you're into that. It's versatile and allows you to carry most things pretty well. One more thing I like about this back panel is it has locking zippers on here. So you put in your tool, you lock these down, and they stay locked so your tool won't shift in your back panel. I also do enjoy the tie down points on the side. So if I have to carry charges in there with shock cord or even tubular nylon for casualty work, I can stow this on the side here and keep it nice and neat. Moving around to the left GP pouch, it's a replicate of the first one with the shock cord as well. It's a little bit smaller, but it does fit most things pretty well. One thing that I came up with overseas was the 40 mic ammo cans come with these inserts in them. So instead of paying for inserts or making my own, I would just take some Velcro, stick it on the plastic, and it works as a GP insert for your 40 mic grenades. Moving around the front again, I have a Dangler here on the bottom. This is the Spiritus lunchbox Dangler. What I like about this Dangler, yes, it is oversized, but it worked well when I was breaching a lot, as it's designed to use, but it also worked well when I was carrying extra medical gear. I would build inserts to keep my march stuff in, so I would have my bleeder stuff on the right, I would have cry kits in there, chest seals in the front pocket, needle Ds, finger Thor kit, I would have some IV kit, so it allowed me to carry some extra medical gear to kind of fit that role in between a medic and an infantryman. What I also like about this pouch is it is versatile as well. So doing any NBC stuff, I could fit a gas mask in here. Even if you don't need a Dangler pouch at the moment, you can keep this thing rolled up and stowed nice and neat. And then when you do your mission or you have to do SSC or pick up anything like that, I can unroll this and it acts almost as like a dump pouch, and I can put my SSC in there as well. So it's versatile and it can do most things pretty well, so that's why I choose to use the lunchbox. All right guys, that's it for my GP loadout breakdown. Understand that this was based purely off of my circumstances and my experiences. You need to understand that there are principles that you may need to follow and those may even be based off of your unit SOPs or agency SOPs. Everything else after that is you optimizing your kit for your role and finding things that allow you to do your job the most efficiently. If you guys see anything in this loadout breakdown that you thought was weird or that you want to add to or comment on, go ahead and add it in the comments and we'll take a look at it.